Four, three, two, one. What's going on, guys? It's Evil Eddie from Pure Evil MMA back in the house, and I got a very special guest joining us once again here. We got Dhiego Lima joining us. What's going on, Dhiego? How you doing?
What's up, my man? How you doing?
I'm doing awesome. I'm, just coming off this weekend watching you and your brother go in there and make big things happen. There's a lot going on for you. You got this upcoming fight against blah, 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 Chad Laprise in
And
December. I mean, the Lima household's got to be just going crazy like always. I love it.
man, it's on fire. It's on fire, man. Had a great weekend. And fired up. I'm starting camp this week, and man, exciting moments right now. Can't wait.
So an interesting part about it, since your brother was like doing the fight camp and stuff, like you're right along there with him. So it's like you're already kind of like warmed up your fight camp in a way, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I was, because I'm pretty much Andre Koreshkov's size.
Hmm.
I know his style really well, so I was pretty much his main training partner the whole camp. And it helped it a lot, man. What I did was like I took a week off, his fight week, and the week before that, I just tuned it down a little bit, and now we start hitting it hard again. So yeah, man. As soon as Koreshkov came out southpaw, I knew it, man, because we were expecting him to switch southpaw, here and there. But man, once he came out southpaw, we knew it, man. I knew he had him. It's like, man, you have what 24 fights. You fight normal, and then you're gonna face the best welterweight in the world, and you're gonna switch southpaw. It's like that's not gonna work for you, buddy. So I knew it right away, man. When he came out southpaw, I just had that feeling like, man, it's gonna be a good night for us.
And obviously this is part of the tournament that they're having over there. Is that something that he's enjoying? Is the tournament that they set up because he's trying to get that belt back? And you guys watched Rory. So first, let me ask that question: what did you think about Rory's performance against Gegard?
Man, it was rough, man. He shouldn't have been in there, man, at 185. Man, he was pretty much the same size as my brother, and my brother was cut into 170, man.
Yeah.
Looked way too small, man. We looked at him at weigh-ins, and I just told my brother, I was like, man, he's very small, man. Like Mousasi is a tower, man. I didn't know he was that big. And size advantage doesn't matter sometimes, but man, the stylistic wise, it just Roy just should have focused on his tournament, I think, but hopefully he's fine, man. And like you were asking, my brother enjoys the tournament, of course, but man, he wants the belt back.
Yeah.
And with Roy doing that fight, man, it's just gonna take forever for everything to happen, because now they don't even have a date for Paige and
And
Paige
Daly. Yeah.
Haley. Rory we don't know when he's gonna be back. So man, there's just too much waiting. My brother's ready, and it's just gonna suck for the wait.
Well, last time that you were on the show, you were telling me you're like, I don't think Bellator would even set this match up again, and it's just like it would be such a shame because you and your brother. Here's my thing. It's like you got the Showtime brother, you got the Pettis brothers, you got the Patricio and them over there. It's like you guys are also brothers, but you're in different organizations. Is there like a little piece of you that's like you want to be together either in the UFC or Bellator? Is that somewhere inside of you like wanting that?
Yeah, oh, for sure, man. You always want to be in the same, organization as your brother, man. We were together in the MFC, we fought on the same cars together. So, one day, man, I hope that happens, Don't know if he'll be coming over or me over there, I don't know, man. But right now we're both happy,
Yeah.
Bella really taking care of him well. He's got a great contract over there. And I'm in the UFC. I always wanted to be in the UFC. So, right now it's fine, but that's always in the back of the head. It's like, man, I wish on the same card one day, So I think it'll happen in the future. I don't know how, but I really believe so.
So you just brought up MVP versus Daly. How would you see that fight going down? Who do you think it's time for MVP to fight somebody like like Daly, or how do you feel about this fight?
Yeah. And for sure, it's time. They've taken care of him well over there. Giving him great opponents. And it's time, man. Daly, man. When Daly doesn't have to worry about the takedown, he comes swinging, man. So we'll see. We're just gonna see if MVP can keep that distance and get in his head. It's just all gonna depend on that. Being a 5 rounder too, So we'll see, man. That's a fight everyone's looking forward to it, and I am too, man. We'll see what happens, but when Daly doesn't have to worry about a takedown, man, he's very, very dangerous. So we'll see what happens.
So before we hop off the subject of Bellator, what did you guys do after the fights? How did you guys celebrate that night?
Man, we got 6 pizzas. We got 2 hamburgers with fries. We got some nachos. We got some chicken wings. And what else? I think that was it, man. And we just tore it down, man. Because, I'm about to start camp too. So, I know I'm about to diet and stuff. So we went ham, man. We ate so much. It's not even funny. That was bad. We ate a lot.
That's got to be the best part of it all. Like after a win, getting the snack down, get the taste.
Oh, for sure. We pigged out, man. It was very enjoyable.
But you got to wake up the next day just being like, oh, like last night I ate a whole fudge.
Sleep that night, man, because it was really 3 a.m. there once we got back to the hotel after the press conference and all. So we got our food at about 2 something, and then we went back to the hotel. We went up to the room at 3 a.m, and we had to leave at 4 to catch a flight. So really, it was a rough weekend, man. We didn't sleep much, because of the 3-hour difference, and man, but we slept a little bit on the plane, and we're still trying to catch up, for that week. So it was rough.
So let's jump into your fight. You got this upcoming fight in December against Chad Laprise, and this is pretty cool because it's like 2 Ultimate Fighter veterans. You won Tough Nations. You've won. You've been the finalist in 2 seasons. You've been undefeated on the seasons of the Ultimate Fighter twice. So this is an interesting matchup. How do you see this fight going? And first off, how did this fight come into play? Is this something that you were aiming to get, or how did this come to you?
No, man, I just, I've been wanting to fight. After my fight with Okami back in April, I was out for 8 weeks because of a rib cartilage. So I was out for 8 weeks, and then after that, I got healthy. I was asking right away, man, I need a fight. I was asking for it sooner, but they offered Chad. I wanted Carlos Condit, man. That's the one we reached out for. I was like, because he's coming off a few losses. I just felt it was great timing. So I asked for him, and Sean Shelby came back with Chad for October, October 28th, and I was like, for sure, man, let's set it up. And then 2 days after that, they called me and they changed it. They were like, man, let's do it in December because Chad is from Toronto. I think he's like 1 hour away from Toronto, and I was fine with it, man. It's just I feel like it's a great matchup for me, and I wanted that fight when they offered it, so that's how it happened.
Have you ever talked to Chad before in the past? Have you guys ever brushed by one another?
Fought, I think in the MFC, he fought on the same card as us before. He fought on the same card as my brother before because, I have 7 fights in Canada. So he was always around. And we kind of had the same record back then and everything. So, he was bound to happen. I knew one day it was going to happen. I think I came up to him when I fought Jesse for the finals. He fought on that card, the pay-per-view card the next day. And, I went up to him and shook his hand. I have plenty of respect for him. And, that's about it. But really sat down and talked. I think back then we did, but I don't really remember.
Speaking about the Ultimate Fighter, obviously you were on 2 seasons, like we said. Who was the better coach, you think? Was it Frankie Edgar or was TJ the better coach? Or are they both good and had their own perks?
That's hard, but they were both amazing, man. They were really great coaches, man. I don't have one bad thing to say about any of them, man.
What was Frankie's strength as a coach, and what was TJ's strength as a coach?
Man, it's really about the same, man. Frank is nonstop too, man. Frank is like he's go, man. Like he's practice. Anytime you can get a practice in, man, that guy's gonna be there. Like he wanted to practice. TJ, and let's see, man. TJ was just amazing, man. TJ just took the time to. He held a lot of pads for us, TJ was there, man. Frankie held pads as well, but he had a lot of coaches there doing it for him. But TJ, man, he's really, really technical. Like he held pads for us the whole time, and they were both amazing, man. It's just they were different, but both amazing.
And what do you think about TJ versus Cejudo? Who do you think wins that fight? Because that's a really interesting one.
Man, it really is, man. And I don't know, man. I hope that fight doesn't happen now, man.
Obviously, Demetrius Johnson being the
Hey,
champ.
sorry about that. I just got a call here, so.
No, it's all right. But obviously, like, the thing about Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson not getting the immediate rematch is kind of crazy to a lot of people. Do you feel like he deserved the immediate rematch?
Oh, for sure, man.
Right?
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't think it's time for Henry Cejudo to get that shot yet. He's amazing. He'll probably do. He'll. Yeah. Can you? There you go. He'll probably do really well, but I just don't think it's time, man. The 135 division, there's so many guys up there that's looking for that title fight. You got my bro, man, that trains with me, Rafael Ansunção, man. The guy's been on a tear, been number 2 for how long? You got Dominic Cruz coming back, Cody. You got Rivera. There's so many guys there. It's not time for a super fight in that division yet. And not giving Demetrius Johnson a shot, man. That's just crazy. How do you not? So. I hope they don't do that, man, for the sake of this sport right now. I hope they don't do that fight yet. Eventually, of course, they'll probably do it, but right now it's not the time.
So one of the biggest things I have to ask you, or else I'm going to get so much hate mail.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, this weekend, UFC 229, Khabib versus Conor. Have you been following up on this? Have you been feeling the hype compared to past fights?
Of course.
Yeah.
Who hasn't? There's no way not to, man. It's the biggest fight in the century, man. I just can't wait. I'm pumped for that.
Who do you think wins it? Who has the strength here?
Man, they both have the strengths, man. I'm just excited to see how Conor's going to deal with it. Like with the wrestling and all. Is he going to be able to catch him? Because Khabib does get hit. But, I rewatched this week, man. I rewatched Khabib versus Edson Barbosa, man. And that, he ate those and kept coming forward, man. He ate those kicks like he was nothing, and he just kept coming forward. The fight with him for the belt, Khabib and, what's his name, Awa Quinta. I don't really count that one. There's so much emotions on that one. Fighting a guy in a day's notice, dropping an opponent. Khabib, you can see that Khabib, he was there, but man, there was so much else going on. I don't really take that one into consideration. Even though he dominated him. So we'll see, man. I'm just interested to see if Conor's going to be able to land and how he defends the shots and stuff. But man, any of them can win it. Conor can catch him at any time, and if he doesn't, man, I think it's going to be a long night for him.
So also tying into all this is Nate Diaz versus Dustin the Diamond, and they want to open up the 165-pound division. What are your thoughts on that?
Man, I hope it happens. We need it, man. It's like Conor said yesterday on the interview, man. Why not do 165, 75, 85, 95, Why not? Because he made a great point about them stripping everyone of belts, They stripped him. They're about to strip Cormier. So it's like, man, why not add all these weight classes? Since you guys want main events to be championships, just add all these, man. I totally agree with that, and I hope it happens, man.
Well, yeah, because to the people that are out there that haven't been following along with the sport, you need some sort of consistency. If you have champions that are getting stripped all the time and stuff like that, it's just a little bit confusing. So you got a great line of people at 165 pounds if they do open it up to make, there's so many fights I would love to see at that weight division.
Oh, for sure, man. There's so many, and it's different, man. Like, really, I'm a middleweight, but really, I don't fight at middleweight, man, because these guys are cutting from 220, 230, So it's like if there was one in the middle, man, like I just started camp. I'm like 198 right now, So it's like, man, I'm a pretty big guy, man, to cut all that 170. But then I go to 85. These guys are cutting from like 220, 225. So it's like until everybody does it, man, nobody's going to go,
Well, do you feel like that is one of the big issues of why they're not opening up a division? Because there's still going to be people depleting themselves, trying to, force to get down as light as they can, or...
I don't, man. You add these weight classes, I don't think there will be.
Yeah.
Because if they add a 175, let's say if they add a 185 and 195, then there you go. The guys like me that weigh around 200 pounds easily fights at 185. And the guys that weighs like 220, 210, you go to 195. Just a simple fix. Then that fixes pretty much every problem.
So I got two more questions for you here. One doing with your fight, and we'll end on that. But my next question here, it's October, one of my favorite months. The first time you even came on my show was in October, I think, of 2016. You were with your brother. The kids are running around and crazy. What are your plans for this Halloween? I know you're going through the fight camp and stuff, but you got the kids and everything. What are the plans? What are things looking like?
No, we really don't. We cut off the Halloween stuff, man. I'm a Christian right now, and I really don't celebrate it anymore, man.
Okay.
Like devil and all this stuff. We don't really mess with it anymore. So, that's cut off in the Lima house.
Not even. What about some scary movies? You're not watching scary movies or anything? Like,
I hate scary movies, man. I just watch comedy movies. I hate scary movies. I can't do it, man. I get nightmares, bro. Though I can't do it.
no, I feel you on that. But actually, I just went to go see the new Predator remake. Was so good. One of the best pictures I've ever
Oh,
seen.
I wait to see that. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I just watched that Sicario 2 last night. I didn't like that ending. It was a great movie, but that ending really, I'm like, huh. I thought a little more was going to happen.
So listen, this is the last question I got for you. What can people expect when they tune in December 8th to watch you fight at UFC 231 in Toronto against Chad Laprise?
Man, like always, fireworks, man. Fireworks is going to be a war. Finally, they gave me a striker. I'm not going to have to worry about fighting wrestlers back to back again. So, it's time to open up, man. They really see what I'm about, because Chad, he's a striker. He sometimes shoots for takedowns as well. But, man, once we're going to get in there, it's going to be a war, man. Finally fighting a striker. And I'm really excited to show, everyone, man, that my past few fights is just me trying to defend takedowns. So didn't really get to show anything. So it's time to let it go, man. And it's going to be an amazing night.
And I'll be at the edge of my seat watching like I always am. Dhiego, I want to thank you so much. You know what we like to do at this point in the interview. If you have any shout outs, anything at all that you want to get out there, the floor is all yours.
Man, thank you very much. Just thanks for having me. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram, DH Lima MMA. And, December 8th, we're coming to take heads off.
Thank you so much. And last but not least, can you just say, hey guys, it's Dhiego Lima, and you're listening to Pure Evil MMA?
Hey guys, this is Dhiego Lima, and you're listening to Pure Evil MMA.
Thank you so much, Dhiego. Have a great day. God bless.
You too, brother. Thank you.
Go. UFC veteran. And I was just saying, man, like I really wish that we were able to see both of the Lima brothers inside the UFC. You got the Showtime, the Pettis brothers. Oh, Showtime, but the Pettis brothers. You also got the Pitbull brothers. The Nogueras. Why can't the Limas be under one roof? How cool would that be? But you know what? Things could work out soon. We'll see what happens. I would love to see his brother come over to the UFC. I feel like it's long overdue, especially he's the two-time champion over there. We'll see how things go here moving forward. But man, really interesting fight that he had this weekend. His brother just getting past Korshkov, which is a very tough opponent. If you guys remember when Benson Henderson left the UFC, he went to Bellator. I was there. It was the last time I ever paid for an MMA ticket. Korshkov just mopped the floor with Benson Henderson. So you're seeing the level. Like, Lima is no fucking joke. Douglas Lima, I will not be surprised if he gets the title back. I need to see the fight against Roy McDonald again. Because if you guys remember that, Rory was getting mopped up in the beginning of that fight. I thought it was going to be Lima defending the title, and then we know what happened. I'm sure he's thirsty as hell to get it back. And with a great performance this weekend, he's on the right track. So only time will tell. Only time will tell. I want to thank Dhiego Lima so much for coming on. You guys heard what he had to say about UFC 229. Very interesting. A lot of people are siding with Khabib Nurmagomedov. And like I said on yesterday's show, I have it 60-40, but I really want Conor to win. I think the UFC wants Conor to win. You got the 165-pound division, Nate versus Dustin. What does Conor do if he gets this win? Obviously moving up, trying to make bigger, better things. Not just defending the title. He's trying to make history. He wants to be a 3-division champion. They're talking about GSP, Anderson Silva. So fingers are crossed. I mean, if Khabib wins, that would be awesome as well. I would love to see Khabib get the W and beat Conor McGregor, but I don't even think that would derail Conor's plans. No matter what, Conor is going to get people to pay $70 for pay-per-views, even if he does get this loss. And he might lose a couple brownie points here, but it won't be much. I think Conor's going to do it by knockout round 2. That is my final prediction for you guys on UFC 229. I will be doing, like always, the preview show. I did kind of preview it yesterday where we went through the entire card for episode number 153. You guys can check that down below here on YouTube, iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify. Make sure you guys subscribe down below as well. Hit that little notification bell on YouTube because it will let you know the second I go live. For some reason, YouTube doesn't want to let you know. Also, guys, we're doing giveaway like we always do. If you leave a review on iTunes, take a screenshot of it and send it to me either on Instagram at pureevilmma underscore or on Twitter at evil_echo. I will send you a picture of the logo for Pure Evil MMA, which reminds me, guys, we got new merch in the works for October. One of my favorite months. Like I said, we're going to be doing a Halloween inspired merch run. I can't wait to show you guys what is cooking because we got a local artist actually working on some of the art. It's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to it. Also, like I keep saying, we got ghost stories coming, MMA ghost stories. We're having fighters literally share their stories of the supernatural, things they can't explain, UFOs, this and that. I got my own story. I got photo evidence of demons haunting me. Yeah, I can't wait to share it all. I cannot wait. Nick Portella has a story. We got a couple people calling in. Also, guys, Bobby Gunn. We're going to be trying to get Bobby Gunn on. I just spoke with him a couple of times. Bobby Gunn messaged me the other morning. He's actually looking for sponsors, guys, which is, it's so surprising to me how the face, literally the fucking face of bare knuckle boxing, like, doesn't have people jumping down his throat to get their logo on their shirts. Like, I was thinking about it. I was like, no one, like, I'll fucking do it. I would love my logo to be on Bobby Gunn shorts for the press conferences, for the interviews, for the pay-per-view. I mean, come on. Come on. Huge opportunity there for you guys out there if you are a business or whatever, podcast, anything. You want your name, your logo on top of a fucking legend shorts like Bobby Gunn. And make sure you guys give Bobby Gunn a follow at Real Bobby Gunn on Twitter. That's RealBobbyGunn. We're going to be having him on this week, and I'm looking forward to that. Guys, it's been a fucking great past couple of weeks. I did a Bellator 206 fight companion. Well, not a fight companion, but a vlog. And I am going to be doing more vlogs as the weeks go on. I might open up a new channel just designed for personal vlogs talking about MMA and seeing behind the scenes and stuff so they don't get mixed up with the podcast. But maybe I'll just keep it here on YouTube. This is why I need to let you guys know so I can get your opinion. Let me know in the comments down below what we should do here. Let me know if there's anyone that you guys would like to see here in the next couple of weeks on Pure Evil MMA. If you want me to interview anyone at all, we will reach out to them. We've done it so many fucking times before. Jose Shorty Torres was one where you guys recommended to me. Shout out to Jody. Recommended Jose Shorty Torres in like 2016 to us, and look where he is now. Fucking amazing. We've seen this happen so many fucking times. Dhiego Lima, once again, joining us here on Pure Evil MMA. Make sure to follow him on Instagram at DH MMA. Guys, I am Evil Eddie from Pure Evil MMA, mymmanews.com. Remember, white knuckles to the end. Behave yourselves.